The Akita is a big, strong dog breed with a proud, commanding presence. In feudal Japan, they were initially employed to protect nobility and monarchy. Along with tracking and hunting deer, these dogs occasionally hunted wild boar and black bear. The Akita does not back down from difficulties and does not readily become frightened. They are hence fearless and devoted protectors of their families. But when trained and socialized properly, they can also be loving, obedient, and humorous dogs. If you bring an Akita home, expect them to shed a lot, and you might have to wipe some drool from their face. Owners should undoubtedly be ready for some cleanup. They also have a tendency to be stubborn and have a low level of affection for strangers. Although they may be useful qualities for a watchdog, if they are to interact with other animals or people, they will need an expert trainer. Beware, beginners. Despite this, dogs of this breed make devoted companions that will remain devoted to the appropriate person for the rest of their lives. As a result, if you and your family are willing to take on the task and think about adopting an Akita, you'll have a loyal friend for life. Additionally, view the list of Akita dog breed traits below. Akita overview. The Akita is a large, brash dog with a very robust appearance. It has a massive head with small, triangular eyes and a self-assured, gruff gait. Having a strong Akita around deters most troublemakers just by being present. They are known for their steadfast devotion to their owners, and this breed may be surprisingly kind and friendly around the family. Imagine a kind protector that follows you around the house and appears to have no other purpose in life than to protect you. The Akita is a brave breed and a natural family protector. They are stubborn and obstinate and will not yield to pressure. Unless there is a solid reason, they don't typically bark, but they are loud and make hilarious grunts, sighs, and mumbles. The Akita is said to grumble and act as though they are talking to themselves by some owners, while other owners claim that the Akita offers advice on everything from how to load the dishwasher to when to put the kids to bed. While displaying these endearing, talking characteristics to family members, the Akita frequently seems distant and silent to guests. They are naturally shy of strangers, but if their owners are home, they will be friendly enough to a house guest. Though an Akita will always remain an Akita, a dignified and serious presence, not a party animal, socializing the Akita puppy, or retraining an adult dog, with as much exposure to friendly people as possible will help lessen the edge of their wariness. Mouthing is one of the distinctive qualities of the Akita. The Akita enjoys carrying objects in its mouth, including your wrist. This is simply a technique for Akita to interact with the people they care about. It is not an aggressive act. For example, they might lead you to their leash because they want to go for a stroll or do anything else that comes to their smart mind. Many owners find the Akita's mouthing endearing, but if you find it unpleasant, just assign your Akita a task that requires it to carry anything. They would gladly fetch the newspaper, your slippers, the mail, or even those keys you keep losing for you. The Akita exhibits peculiar grooming behaviors by licking its body in a cat-like manner. They also follow their prey silently, body low to the ground, just like tigers. These are only a few of its feline characteristics. This is not the kind of dog that will growl or bark as a warning before acting. The Akita is a large, powerful dog that weighs at least 100 pounds. The Akita will seek to dominate you because they are a dominant breed. It is crucial to provide proper training, and the owner should accomplish this. Because Akitas are so devoted to their owners, leaving them to board with a trainer could damage their relationship. It is essential to take the time to learn how to train the Akita breed before acquiring one. Harsh training techniques do not work well with Akitas. The dog will respect you if you train it with respect. However, you should anticipate that training will take longer than it does for other breeds. The Akita is a highly clever dog, but they also have a stubborn willfulness that may and often does get in the way of training. Before ever bringing an Akita home with you, it is best to do extensive research on how to train. This breed is not for those who are shy. Despite their outward restraint, Akita dogs are incredibly social animals who require a lot of time with their family. They struggle as a dog in the backyard. Loyalty and companionship go hand in hand, and that is what this breed is all about. Making them live outside without the support of a family is denying the Akita breed's inherent character. An Akita who is lonely and bored may act violently and destructively. The Akita is not advised for first-time dog owners, for people looking for a lapdog, or for people who aren't willing to assume responsibility. However, owners who can and are willing to put in the time and effort for correct training and research will be rewarded with a great, intelligent companion who will be steadfast in their allegiance. Choosing an Akita entails picking which side of a debate you wish to support in addition to all other factors. The debate, known as the split, centers on whether the breed should be judged by American or Japanese standards. The Japanese Akita is significantly lighter than the American Akita, up to 30 pounds lighter, both in height and body weight. Their fox-like head is unmistakably distinct from the American breed's broad head. While the eyes of the American Akita are trapezoidal, those of the Japanese Akita are almond-shaped. Although wearing a black mask is very fashionable on American Akitas, doing so in Japan, where facial markings are white, is disqualifying. The black mask indicates that the dog has been bred in accordance with American standards and will be permitted to compete if you want it to participate in any American Kennel Club competitions. Actually, only red, white, and a few brindles are authorized on Akitas in Japan. Any hue is acceptable in America. The type's variances are so great that it seems like a split would be best for the breed. There appear to be just as many people who are adamantly in favor of the split as there are people who are adamantly opposed. Selecting a standard should only be done after thorough research and is mostly a question of personal preference. The Akita's aptitude for hunting translates well to a variety of pursuits. They are still able to hunt today and can keep big wildlife at bay until the hunter gets there. Waterfowl can also be recovered by them. Due of their cat-like motions, they are skilled in agility and tracking. Akita owners continue to confound many who think that the breed's character makes it impossible for them to succeed in this industry. Akitas and their owners are winning ribbons despite the fact that the breed's obstinacy can make training difficult as more individuals come to appreciate the sense of satisfaction that comes from working with this dog. Akita highlights: never purchase a puppy from an irresponsible breeder, a puppy mill, or a pet shop if you want a healthy companion. Find a shelter or rescue that will vaccinate animals, offer veterinary care, and require potential adopters to meet dogs to ensure they are a suitable fit for their future permanent home. The Akita is particularly prone to same-sex aggressiveness and can be hostile against other dogs. To combat these inclinations, socialization training will be required. Akitas are not recommended for novice dog owners. The Akita requires constant, strict training and positive socialization. When handled or treated poorly, they frequently retaliate by acting aggressively. If not properly trained, the Akita will chase other pets inside the house. The Akita sheds copiously. The Akita view prolonged eye contact as a challenge, and they may act violently in response. It might be difficult to train the stubborn Akita, and it takes time, understanding, and experience. Working with a trainer who is familiar with the breed is ideal, but you should also participate in the training. Akita history. The northern Japanese province of Akita is where the Akita are thought to have originated, hence their name. The Akita breed has been around since the 1600s, when it was employed to hunt bears and huge animals, as well as to protect Japanese aristocracy. This brave breed was brought to America by Helen Keller, a woman of no little height. Helen Keller was highly regarded by the Japanese, who took her to Shibuya to see the statue of Hachiko, an Akita who became famous all over the world in the 1920s for his loyalty. The devoted dog of Hachiko met his master, a professor, at the train station every day when he arrived home from work at 3 o'clock. Loyal Hachiko kept watch every day after the professor passed away until he also passed away a full 10 years later. Helen Keller was given a puppy, the first Akita brought to America, after she expressed her desire to acquire one. Keller loved Kamikaze Go and was incredibly grieved when he passed away at a young age from distemper. When she learned of this, Kenzan Go, Kamikaze's older brother, was formally given to her by the Japanese government. Kamikaze had been an angel in fur, according to Keller, who also described the Akita breed as gentle, companionable, and trustworthy. More Akitas were brought back to the United States by American servicemen who had been stationed in Japan after World War II. Beginning in 1956, Thomas Boyd is credited with creating the first Akita stud to produce puppies in the United States. Many people respected the American Akita because it finally developed into a more robust dog than the Japanese Akita. However, other people wished to adhere to the Japanese standard. This division resulted in a protracted conflict that delayed adoption by the American Kennel Club. The Akita Club of America was finally recognized by the AKC in 1972, but the division persists today and causes Akita enthusiasts on both sides great distress. The Akita's legendary history of bravery and loyalty is something that is indisputable. When a Sumatran tiger cub became orphaned, these characteristics were once put to the test in the London Zoo. The zookeepers decided to use an Akita puppy for this crucial job because they needed extra assistance raising the cub. They were confident the Akita wouldn't be scared and could play with the tiger cub, teaching it valuable life skills. Furthermore, the Akita's thick fur would shield the cub from jagged claws, and the puppy's natural commitment to his playmate would offer the disoriented, orphaned cub the affection and safety he needed. When the tiger had successfully completed reaching adulthood, the Akita retired from the position. This dog will show unwavering loyalty to the family and is extremely courageous and self-assured. Akita-size males weigh 85 to 130 pounds and stand 26 to 28 inches tall. Females weigh between 70 and 110 pounds and stand 24 to 26 inches tall. Akita personality. The Akita is a brave and independent dog who is naturally suspicious of strangers yet fiercely devoted to its family. They possess boldness, intelligence, and alertness. They have a propensity for attacking other dogs, especially those who are their own sex. They work best in homes with only one dog. The Akita is playful and loving with family. They desire to take part in daily activities and appreciate having their family around. They enjoy moving toys and household items about and are verbally aggressive. Contrary to popular opinion, they do occasionally bark when they feel the need. They may also be noisy and are known to groan and grumble. The Akita's powerful nature can be debilitating, so take care. They are not the right breed of dog for inexperienced or fearful owners. They require a master who can train them with love and firmness. For this energetic breed, activity is crucial. They require a lot of exercise to prevent boredom, which can lead to destructive behavior. If given the chance or improper care, the naturally protective Akita is prone to turning aggressive. The Akita needs to be trained, and early socialization is crucial. Remember that this breed is resistant, thus more patience is required to teach them appropriate canine behavior. Akita health Akitas are typically in good health, although like all dog breeds, they are susceptible to some ailments and disorders. An genetic disorder known as hip dysplasia causes the thigh bone to not fit tightly into the hip joint. Dogs can exhibit lameness and pain in one or both of their hind legs, although not all of them do. X-ray screening is the most accurate method of issue diagnosis. In either case, as the dog aged, arthritis might appear. Hip dysplasia in dogs should prevent breeding. Reputable breeders provide documentation that the parents have undergone hip dysplasia testing and are in perfect health. Bloat, also known as gastric dilatation volvulus, is a fatal illness that affects big, deep-chested dogs like Akitas. They should avoid eating one large meal each day, eating quickly, drinking a lot of water thereafter, and engaging in strenuous activity right afterward. Bloat happens when the stomach twists after becoming inflated with gas or air. The regular flow of blood to the heart is hampered because the dog is unable to belch or vomit to get rid of the extra air in their stomach. The dog has a dip in blood pressure and shock. The dog could die if not given timely medical care. If your dog exhibits a swollen abdomen, profuse salivation, and retching without vomiting up. Additionally, they could feel agitated, despondent, listless, feeble, and exhibit a fast heartbeat. You should take your dog to the vet as soon as you can. The thyroid gland is afflicted by hypothyroidism. Epilepsy, alopecia, hair loss, obesity, lethargy, hyperpigmentation, pyoderma, and other skin diseases are thought to be caused by it. Diet and medicine are used to treat it. A group of eye illnesses known as progressive retinal atrophy, PRA, cause the retina to gradually deteriorate. Affected dogs initially develop night blindness. As the illness worsens, they begin to lose their daytime vision. Many affected dogs adjust to their diminished or lost vision well, as long as their environment doesn't change. In Akitas, sebaceous adenitis, SA, is a significant issue. This genetic disorder is challenging to identify and sometimes confused with hypothyroidism, allergies, or other illnesses. When a dog develops SA, the sebaceous glands in their skin swell and finally die for unidentified causes. Sebum, a fatty fluid that assists in preventing the skin from drying out, is normally produced by these glands. Affected dogs normally have dry, scaly skin and hair loss on top of the head, and symptoms typically start to show when the dog is between 1 and 5 years old. Back, neck, and. In addition to secondary skin infections, severely affected dogs may have thicker skin and an unpleasant odor. Although the issue is mostly cosmetic, the dog may find it uncomfortable. If your veterinarian suspects SA, she will take a skin sample and then go over several treatment options with you. Akita care. The Akita thrives and is happiest when they live indoors with their families. Although not energetic, this breed does require daily activity. An Akita needs between 30 and 60 minutes of exercise every day, and their favorite pastimes include running, for adults over the age of 2, and romping around in the backyard. Given the Akita's propensity for dog aggression, trips to dog parks are probably not a smart idea. A diverse schedule is recommended for this breed because of its great intelligence. Akita boredom is the last thing you need. This causes behavioral issues like hostility, chewing, digging, and barking. Don't let the Akita alone for extended periods of time and involve them in family activities. Akita safety and the protection of outsiders who might inadvertently enter their territory both benefit from a securely enclosed yard. When their family is around, they don't normally act aggressively toward guests, but when they aren't, everything is up for grabs. The Akita is a devoted protector who will defend against whatever they see to be a threat. An Akita puppy needs to be raised with extra care. Between the ages of 4 and 7 months, these dogs develop a lot, which makes them prone to bone problems. They thrive on a high-quality, low-calorie diet that slows down their rapid growth. Furthermore, only allow regular play on grass. Avoid letting your Akita puppy run and play on hard surfaces like tarmac. Till the dog is at least 2 years old and the joints are fully developed, avoid forcing the animal to jump or jog on hard surfaces, although puppy agility lessons, with their 1-inch jumps, are acceptable. Akita feeding 3 to 5 cups of high-quality dry food each day are advised. Note: the amount of food your adult dog consumes is influenced by their size, age, build, metabolism, and degree of activity. Like people, each dog is unique, thus they don't all require the same amount of food. A very active dog will require more than a couch potato dog, which should almost go without saying. The kind of dog food you purchase also matters. The better the food, the more effectively it will nourish your dog and the less you will need to shake into the bowl. Consult your veterinarian about creating a diet specifically for your dog. Akita coat color and grooming. The American Akita comes in a variety of hues and color combinations, including as brindle, black, white, chocolate, and color and white combinations. The Akita has a double coat, with a short top coat and a thick, fluffy undercoat. Grooming the Akita is often not too challenging. However, the Akita sheds a lot, so if you choose this breed, regular vacuuming will become part of your daily routine. Akita fur can be discovered in meals, on dishes, clothing, furniture, and carpets in the form of numerous dust bunnies. 2 or 3 times a year, there are heavier sheds. Weekly brushing helps keep the Akita's luxurious coat healthy and reduces the amount of hair in your home. Despite their propensity for self-grooming, the Akita also require bathing about every 3 months. Naturally, it's acceptable for your dog to roll in mud or other unpleasant substances more frequently. Once a week, check the ears for dirt, redness, or an odor that can be an infection. The nails should be cut once a month. To avoid issues, you should also clean your ears once a week using a cotton ball moistened with a mild, pH-balanced ear cleaner. As with all breeds, the Akita should be groomed from an early age. Making grooming a pleasant and relaxing experience will make handling your Akita puppy simpler as it matures into a huge, independent adult. Akita children and other pets' children and dogs should never be left alone together, and this is especially true for this breed. An Akita is a child's best friend and guardian. Nevertheless, if abused, an Akita can become a liability and potentially put your child's life in risk. It is crucial to teach kids how to treat pets with kindness and respect at all times. Even with well-trained canines, play between children and dogs should always be under adult supervision. Having said that, the Akita is appropriate for households with older kids. However, because they can be violent toward other dogs and will chase other pets if not properly trained, they should often only reside in homes with one pet. Akita rescue groups. Akitas are frequently purchased without a clear grasp of what owning one entails. There are many Akitas who need to be adopted, fostered, or rescued, as well as numerous organizations that we have not listed. The National Breed Club or a local breed club can direct you to an Akita rescue group if you can't find one listed for your region. Club Akita of America. Thanks for watching.